the ground running. But they still have time for us. Please welcome George Stephanopoulos and Robbie Roberts. There we go. We have room for everybody? There we are. Okay. You both are everywhere. By the way, I'm going to be hosting this week next week. Yeah.
I heard that. You guys hear this?
She's sitting in
This week's with Barbara Walters on Sunday.
I need tips.
No, you do not.
What's the most important tip? On this? Hey.
I'll tell you later.
You'll give me the tips.
You've forgotten more than I know.
No, but okay. So one of the things that you were worried about, because Good Morning America deals with everything from the tragedy in Haiti to I don't know who's getting dance lessons, right?
Heidi Montag.
Heidi Montag. And
how about that? I got that right.
What's her nickname?
Oh, I used to know that.
Spidey, that's right. There is this sort of hard news, hard news reporters. And
do that again, I could.
He's changed. He's already changed. But you reportedly were worried about the fact that you would be doing lighter things and making a cheese, souffle or something. What did you say to yourself?
I had a lot of questions about it, but David Weston, our president, said, listen, we want this show to be on the news. And that's what Robin wanted. That's what we all wanted. And I have to say, I've been in a month now. I didn't realize it was a month. It is a lot more fun than I expected and just as fulfilling.
And a lot of work, by the way.
It is a lot more work. That is for sure.
And that's what I was going to say. It's so early, Robin. You know about. I mean, early morning is a killer. What did you tell George about that? Come on.
Well, he has small children, and so because the first thing we always say when someone, we've all done morning shows here, and he said no problem. And I remember when he would come on the program.
Leave them home with the nanny.
Go to bed at the same time. Exactly. That's the least of it.
Yeah.
Do you have any segments that you can't wait for him to kind of jump into, like initiation segments?
Oh, I was taking notes as you were doing Hot Topics back there, because I saw him in the green room, and I saw him keep doing this number, and I was like, oh, we're going to do that one, we're going to do that one. But I have to say, George has not refused anything. Anytime anytime we were discussing different subjects, different topics, and he's never said, oh, we can't do that, or oh, I don't want any part of that.
How was he different from Diane, though? It's different.
He's a man.
I know that. I noticed. He's a very cute man, too.
You saw my little wheels turning. I so wanted to, but with you two, I know not to say anything.
There's a whole different dynamic now to happen there, right?
It is and it's not. I mean, it's still, it's Good Morning America. That, from the David Hartman days, it doesn't really matter who is there. The program is really what is most important. And we have, I really like this guy. And I like everybody else. I'm like, oh,
it matters
George?
Who's there, Robin. It matters who's there. I don't say it doesn't matter who's there.
Yes, it doesn't matter who's there, but having done that other show all those years ago, this show will stay on when no other show is on the air. The morning show is filled that people get up in the morning and want to find out if the world is still there. And they will stay on long after any of us are gone, I think.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Quite possibly, yes.
They're not more honest.
What has I couldn't even do it. What's the thing that really surprised you more than anything about in the month that you've been there?
The most surprising thing is how easy it's been. I was expecting it to be awkward and uncomfortable and what am I doing here? But I mean, Robin's made it so easy and it just felt like, wow, we're just doing it.
Nice. And you were a wrestler?
Let's get to the real stuff.
Not a very good wrestler. Now, that came out in the first week.
Those pictures of you
that was the hardest part. Robin, I did not like all of the introduction stuff. All of the let's go back and talk to everybody from your entire life. But we got through it.
You'd rather talk about something.
By the way, we have some pictures now that you I just have to say.
Oh my God!
These are from your These are from your high school and college days. And is it true that you were thinking of going into the Greek priesthood?
Yeah, my dad is a priest, my godfather, my grandfather.
So where'd you go wrong?
That's what they ask all the time. I don't know, about when I was in high school, I took another path.
Well, you know what? We found out some other interesting stuff about you that people may not know. We found out, for example, that you know the words to most of the Hannah Montana songs.
Now we're on the Selena Gomez now.
Selena Gomez.
Those of your kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're big into Selena. But we actually, I tried to take Elliot to go see Hannah Montana. That's not Elliot, that's my wife. And, you know, it was just too big a moment for her.
Yeah.
She's 7 years old. She loved Hannah so much. When we finally got up there, she broke down. It was just too much.
Now, Robin, you've been doing this for a while. What was most surprising about George?
That he is more relaxed than I almost started buying into everything that I was hearing. And people were saying about how serious he is. I'm like, he's done politics. Of course, he's not going to be having a lampshade on his head when he's doing.
Look who he's married to.
I know, that's what I love, and that's the bonus. We get Allie. We get his wife, who is so funny. And that's another thing I said. If you're married to someone like, you've got to have a sense of humor.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have
that's
to
for
have
sure.
a sense of humor.
Yeah.
She is
But you
fun.
know,
She's sweet.
yeah, but you know, Robin, you do both, and you are, you know, wonderful and charming, but you've had very, very serious assignments, having just come back from Haiti.
Yeah.
And can you describe it? Can you handle it?
Oh, can I handle it? It was so hard to be there. I had flashbacks to Katrina when I was there the morning after Katrina. But let me tell you what I came away with. The night that we arrived, which was just after the earthquake, the day after, we saw people, they had the car jack from their cars, using that as leverage to try and pry people out, taking hacksaws. They're so resourceful. They were so spiritual. They really gave us hope that they will be able to get past this. But everything, as you've said, it's kind of sanitized. What you're seeing,
Yeah.
the pictures being there is something I will never forget. They're in my heart and soul.
What's the president going to talk about Wednesday?
Jobs.
Jobs.
And then
Just like you
jobs.
said
Then
earlier.
jobs again.
Can he turn it around?
Yeah. I mean, look at he's more popular now than Ronald Reagan was his second
At the
year in
same time.
office at the same time.
Yeah,
but
so
the economy's got to come back, and I think
Well, Bill
he
Gates
knows
was
that.
interesting this morning
was,
with
yeah.
you, saying, you know, this is going to take a long time.
It's gonna
There's
take a
just
long-
no
we've got a lot of
fast way
mess to
do
clean
it,
up.
so
I
that-
think he should stop using the prompter so much, though. He needs to just talk to America. Stop reading.
Well, he
Because
kind
that's
of,
a professorial.
admitted that when I talked to him last
Yeah,
Wednesday. He
he
said
did.
he'd become too remote
He's
and
remote
detached. But now he's
detached.
got to show it, not just say it.
Well, he can't
He's
show
great
it
in the
Wednesday, but
interviews,
because he's
He's
got
a little
to
bit
read
of
from the prompter then. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll be discussing this on Sunday.
This is.
I'll get my
cannot
tips
wait.
from you. But I cannot wait. In the meantime, we want to tell you, of course, as you know, that Good Morning America is every day right here on ABC, and they are a terrific team. We'll be right back. Thank you.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created January 25th, 2010, using the guitar chords. Let's see here. Using guitar chords C7, F, and using guitar chords C7 and F. This song is going to be called The Stories of News Anchor People. The stories of news anchor people, a man and woman who share, partnering the news in the morning. Well, who cares? Everybody who wakes up in the morning on their way to work, while see what's going on in the world. That's their style. Well, they care, oh yeah. They care about the morning news. They care, oh yeah. They've already snoozed. Time to get up, time to go to work. In between, time to have breakfast. Time to look at the world and look at the rest. Turn on the TV, see the news, see the morning anchor folk. Perhaps a guy and a girl, well, that's what she wrote.